Welcome back, Middle Age Grind. Today, coming to you from my garage, and want to share with you a story I read over the weekend that really was kind of touching and put things in perspective. Um, I read this in the Reader's Digest of all places. I know that publication's been around for quite some time, and I was at the store and something caught my mind, and I got it and read it, and I wanted to share it with you today. And then on the eve of next week is Thanksgiving in America, and that's what this story is about. And it was just about, and I don't remember the names, but I'm gonna give you the gist of the story. Two people in Vietnam at the fall of Vietnam, nearly some 50 years ago, and one is an American Marine intelligence officer, and he befriended a Vietnamese, also an intelligence officer, and he was actually working with the United States in drug enforcement, and was married with a young child in Vietnam. And he was in a training course in Washington when the fall of Saigon started to happen, when the North Vietnamese took over. And you've probably seen in the history books that we got out of there in a hurry, and it was just a big mess, and a lot of people lost their lives and died and were tortured and stayed back. Well, this poor Vietnamese gentleman who was in America could not get back home, and his friend, he was able to get in contact with him and said, basically, do whatever you can to get my wife and my child out, because they're not going to make it. He tried a couple of times. In the embassy, fake documents, whatever, didn't work. And when the enemy was closing in, he made a decision, and he lied and said that was his wife and child. And they got him to America, and it saved their lives. And he broke the rules a little bit, but for the right thing to do, save those two people's lives. And the family has been ever, as you can imagine, grateful for something like that to happen. And every year, and they've gotten together many times, they've remained friends, but every year on Thanksgiving and on Christmas, he gets a handwritten letter from the gentleman thanking him for doing that. And the guy's like, I was doing my job and I doing what I thought was best. And what an impactful thing. And the gentleman, the Vietnamese guy, told the story about when he was a young child, and I don't even know, this was back in the 60s or 50s, I presume, when he was in Vietnam, and he would hear the planes taking off from wherever he lived at. He would imagine that was him going to America with his family before this even happened. And it shows you how lucky, the ones of you watching this channel, most of you in the United States, I know sometimes we get some foreign viewers here, how lucky and blessed we are to be in the United States and Americans. We just had a big contentious election, and I think everyone's thankful that that's over with and we can move on. And but we have a right in this country to make fun of our president on Saturday night television. It's a great thing. Okay, most places you'll never get away with that. All right, and we have some problems here. We certainly do. We have a lot to be thankful for. And I just sit back and try to look at a story like that. And look, on YouTube, what YouTube has been for me, I've made relationships with some other YouTubers, and we talk about things. And I look at it as not only a place for entertainment, but you want to improve, and that's what this is about. Whether you can improve financially, spiritually, losing weight, you can find it all on here. It's good stuff. But sometimes we always looking to improve, and we just need to sit back and be a little grateful for what we have in our life. Coming from good families, and not everybody has that. I do, and I did, and you try to reciprocate that to your children and give them good lives and teach them the right from wrong and how to be good, kind people. And you try to do nice things and take them on vacations and Certainly my wife and I do that. But just wanted to sit back today and say how lucky we are to be Americans, and how lucky we are for the things we have in our life. And with that said, I'll see you real soon on Middle Age Grind.